What's up, Juventini? It might be a slow day, but it's still a big day in terms of the news because we are asking, is this the final stand for Juventus? And not just on Koopmeiners with apparently a final offer, but even on Conceição. Are we not willing to budge for Berto? And a bold and aggressive stance with Fede Chiesa is taken today by Juventus. Is this the end there? We take a look at all that and the latest on Kulu, the latest on Juve'S and his contract situation, and more. All right, I'm Berto. This is the AJC, your channel dedicated to Juventus. It's August 15th. Let's rock with the news. So the rumors come out today suggesting that this has been the final offer submitted for Koopmeiners from Juventus. 15 million euros going immediately to Atalanta, and then 35 million euros plus 5 million in bonuses spread out until 2028. All right, if this is in fact the final offer and the absolute best we can do, taking such a large chunk and spreading it out to 2028 for a player that they do not technically have to sell, as they have him contracted for a couple of seasons yet, then you have to ask the question, should we have pivoted much sooner if this is in fact the best we can do? What exactly are we doing here? But I'm not buying it, and the positive side of things is that report comes from Corriere dello Sport. All right, so you got to take everything with a grain of salt, but when it comes from the tabloids like that, you got to take it with even more of a grain of salt, all right? So what did the big dogs say? This is what Skira says. Skira remains adamant that Koopmeiners, his desire is to join Juventus. Nothing has changed from the player's side of things. Yesterday, we saw Atalanta play in the Euro Cup super final, all right? And they lost, and he did not make the trip, all right, as he is pushing for the move. He's doing everything on his end. As far as Skira says, there are new rounds of discussions going down today, and that everyone still believes this deal will be finalized for Koopmeiners, all right? So we have to wait and see. But if that final offer is true, you really do have to start to ask some questions about what exactly we're doing, chasing, if that's the best we can offer to try and entice them to move a player they really don't have to. Let's wait and see. As far as Conceição goes, apparently Berto rejected the first offer. They're looking for loan with obligation at 30 million euros. Juve's offer is 5 million euro loan, 5 million euros in bonuses, and 20 million euro obligation to purchase. They are not far off, all right? But it's being reported that Giuntoli will not budge, and that this is where his final stance is going to be for Conceição. And Berto is not giving up yet, but Berto has to sell also. So are they going to be the ones to give in? Is Giuntoli going to be the one to give in? Time will tell. We have to wait and see. As far as it goes right now, we are at a standstill, all right? Then you get to Fede Chiesa, a final and very aggressive and bold stance from Juventus, as Chiesa is removed from group training as of today, all right? So is this the final push to try and show Fede Chiesa that Juve will, in fact, freeze him out this season? Are they going to, in fact, back that up this season if he remains and not play him? Everything is completely up in the air when it comes to Fede Chiesa, and all we can do is wait to see. For me, this is a final and aggressive push towards him and his agent finding a solution. All right, now will they go back on it and play him? It almost feels like we are at the point of no return when it comes to Fede Chiesa, all right? But again, time will tell. That's the latest around those and the final stances with Juventus. You know the drill. Hit me in the comments with what you think about each one of those scenarios. Now we get to Kulu. There were reports, okay, surfacing that Kulu is assessing everything at the moment right now, and that there was even a phone discussion between him and Mota because the player wants some type of reassurance around minutes. Now, I can understand that with a player coming back from an injury-riddled season and wanting minutes to find form and everything. However, at the same time, this is about Juve making a stand, and all positions should be battled for, and starting positions should not just be given or have players feel like they are entitled to. I understand and respect the player's situation coming back from an injury-riddled season, looking for minutes, but we should not be handing out guarantees, especially to a guy we're picking up on a flyer, especially on a guy that for me isn't even the top name amongst candidates we could be bringing in right now at the center back position. So for me, if he's looking for some type of assurances, I'd be saying, you know what? See you later. Not for us. But what do you think about this latest on the Kulu move? And then we get to Keenan Yildiz. Well, he is set to renew his contract with Juventus. It is said that he is going to get a boost in pay from 300,000 a season to 1 million. All right, so that original 1 million number is set to be what the renewal is at, and he will be getting the number 10 as well. And fans with mixed reviews on that one, but the kid does sell kits, and right now it's all about the marketing and getting the exposure and trying to drum up as much revenue as possible, as seen with the Prime announcement yesterday. All right, that's your latest on the news. You guys know the drill. All right, like the video, subscribe to the channel, join our AJC army, but let me know in the comments how you feel about all the news today, all right? And let's mix it up. Until tomorrow's edition, as always, fino alla fine, forza Juventus, ciao tutti.